Good morning from Portland, Maine. We actually arrived last night and we got here around 8 p.m. And so we picked up takeout on our way in because a lot of the restaurants close around 9 p.m. and we kind of wanted to settle in, and we actually picked up ramen. And I got lobster miso ramen and my husband got duck ramen. And I picked the lobster miso because I've never tried seafood ramen before and from what I can remember, the ramen places we've gone to, I haven't seen that as an option. So I wanted to give it a shot, and of course we're in Maine, lobster, gotta try the seafood, and we're gonna be doing a lot of that today too, trying a bunch of different seafood. So excited to bring you guys along for that. But the lobster miso ramen was so tasty, and I wish I would have gotten footage of it, but I was 3/4 of the way through with the bowl whenever I thought about it. So I'm gonna work on being better about that, getting videos, but it was very delicious. It was from, let me make sure I get the restaurant name right. The ramen restaurant is Pai Men Miyaki, and again, we just did takeout, but the interior when I went to pick up the food looked really neat. So definitely a cool restaurant to check out, and the ramen was delicious, and they had the coolest takeout bowls that I've ever seen, where like all of the filling was in a bowl on the top, and then the ramen broth was on the bottom. That way, if you do have to drive, like the noodles don't get soggy or super soft, or the interior stuff. So I thought that was top notch. I want to give a little bit of a tour of our Airbnb, but I'm trying to be quiet because my husband's on the phone with his dad. But I'll start over here. This is the kitchen. It's very open and bright. There's so many windows. But yeah, here's the kitchen, and it goes all the way. Here's the dining room, the living room. We'll go over there. But bathroom, cute little room. Now we are walking through the dining room to the living room area. I just love how spacious and airy this place is with all of the windows, and there's my husband talking on the phone with his dad. We just made coffee stop number 2, and it's 11 a.m. Pastry time. It's scratch, no, standard baking company. All right, I got the pan au chocolat, and that's the morning bun. It almost looks like a cinnamon roll, but I believe they use croissant dough for it. It smells really good. I heated them up in the microwave so that they'd be warm, and so the whole Airbnb smells like a pastry shop now. It smells so good. Ooh, nice. Here, let me. And I just love these. These are my favorite pastry. I love chocolate and anything chocolate, but so good. How is it?
Good. It is like a croissant.
Yeah. With like brown sugar. The chocolate's all melty.
Tasty.
I like that the outside, yeah, the outside's like caramelized. Reminds me almost of like, what is it called? Monkey bread? That's like cinnamon sugar. My mom used to make that all the time growing up in that little like circle pan with the monkey bread in it. That's so good. This is kind of our afternoon snack. We're gonna go try lobster rolls this afternoon, which we've had lobster rolls, but only from a food truck in Florida, which they ship their lobster from Maine down there, and they were really tasty. Actually, I think we had some at Thanksgiving when Heather and Frank shipped in Maine, so we have tried it, but not in Maine, so we're gonna go try them from the source this afternoon. My sister-in-law, your sister, gets here this afternoon. Cheers. As I was editing the vlog for the Portland, Maine trip, I realized, one, didn't have a whole lot of footage, and two, there was no real ending because we had to abruptly leave early because we had to call the fire department to our Airbnb. And so I figured I might as well just explain why this video kind of just like stops, which is a bummer because this is my first vlog since moving up to New England, so I was really excited about it. I'm excited to make more. I was taking a shower, and when I went to go turn the shower knob to turn off, it wouldn't turn off. The water just kept coming out, so I woke my husband up. He came in, he tried to turn it, and then the handle just flew out of the wall and then proceeds to spray, which we calculated by the end of it, like 1,000 gallons of water, so fast. I tried to get a hold of the owners. I called the hosts, I called all the emergency contacts. Nobody was answering. It was really early on a weekend morning, so like nothing against them, but we were like, we need to call somebody. So we called the fire department because water was just gonna flood the entire house. And it was kind of like a duplex, like there were multiple homes within this large home. And so someone ends up answering, and it's actually a tenant upstairs. And so she answers, she comes down, and we are asking her where the water shut-off is. And she didn't know, but there is a basement, and so she went down to look. She was actually on the phone with her dad, trying to ask him where the water shut-off was, and he was just yelling at her, like, why don't you know where the water shut-off is in your building? So anyways, we looked and we looked, couldn't find it. Fire department came. It took them like 10 minutes to find it and finally shut the water off. And in the meantime, me, my husband, my sister-in-law, and my brother-in-law were all like with buckets and towels trying to dump this water outside. And granted, it's wintertime in Maine, so it's just snow everywhere. It was so cold, and we're in our pajamas. We're just trying to like dump this water and get it out so it doesn't flood everything. And so after that, we were just like, you know what, maybe it's time to head home. We probably won't have water at the Airbnb either, and so we just headed back. But we loved Portland. There was so much to do, so much great food that we had, so we're excited to go back and hopefully drier next time. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to sharing more vlogs with you in New England and beyond of great food and things to do, so stay tuned. Oh, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.